Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Get on the Bus with JW. I'm coming to you from the beautiful Kachemak Bay in Homer, Alaska. I mean, just look at that background. The mountains, growing glacier, snow-capped mountains, Kachemak Bay, right here at the end of the spit. Today, I'm getting on the Trust bus. I want to talk to you about trust and trusting. In January, actually in February of 2020, I flew to Alaska to conduct a workshop for the Anchorage School District. I knew that I was flying back to South Carolina to prepare to start a new contract job in Abu Dhabi and was working on my visa paperwork. It was a nuclear contract. I was excited about the money I was going to be making, the experience I was going to have in the UAE, and just the chapter ahead. And then I got back to South Carolina, and we all know what happened next in the first quarter of 2020. COVID pretty much shut the world down. And everything as we knew it, most things as we knew it, changed dramatically. And I spent the next year plus regrouping, looking at what I was going to do to move forward, looking at corporate jobs, looking at any jobs to make ends meet, to continue revenue coming in, to supplement my income, to try to move my own initiatives and my own business plan and things forward. Those of you who have followed me know that I spent some time with a wonderful restaurant group in the Augusta, Georgia area, Frog Hollow. And then I've been working in Texas as a project manager for my cousin's fiber optics business. And recently I came up to Alaska to conduct another week-long workshop for the Anchorage School District. It was a tremendous success. I had a little time left over at the end of that and came down to Homer to visit family. And what happened next was something that I could have never imagined or orchestrated. A little over a year ago, when I knew that my daughter and son-in-law and grandson, now grandsons, would be moving to Alaska in the summer of 2022, and looking at my own ambitions and business that I wanted to start, I really put out to God and the universe that I wanted to move to Alaska in 2022. Well, when I was here recently and came down to Homer to visit family, an opportunity landed in my lap. It was just a little seed that was planted. I came by to visit a friend just to say hi, and it resulted in a job opportunity that has brought me back to Homer months before I imagined that I would be here. And doing something that I have experience in, that I can bring a lot of energy to, and facing a challenge that is so exciting that I'm really looking forward to this next chapter. When I left my corporate job that I had had for 21 years back in 2012 and embarked on a mission to become more entrepreneurial, to really work on launching my own business, I went through another few corporate positions. It's kind of like reaching forward, knowing what you want, the dream that you want to pursue, but then kind of looking back over your shoulder, reaching for that safety net. And that safety net was kicked out from under me 3 times. And now I find myself in a position that I'm on a bus that I never imagined I would jump on, but I'm so glad I'm on this bus and that I took this opportunity and didn't hesitate. Is it my end game? Not by any means. But I have learned over the years to trust that as long as you know what you want to do and why you want to do it, and you don't micromanage how, when, or with who, God and the universe will surprise and delight you far greater than you could ever imagine. So I'm here in Homer, Alaska for 2 weeks. Then I fly back to South Carolina for 3 weeks to get my affairs in order, see my new grandson, take a side trip to Texas, and then I fly back to Homer, moving here for the foreseeable future, for who knows how long. Maybe until I take my last breath, who knows. But it'll be my home base, and the home base for my wife and our kids, our grandkids. It's really exciting. There are challenges ahead. There are a lot of things to resolve, a lot of hurdles to get over, but the momentum that is building is exciting. The opportunities are endless. And that's what I wanted to encourage you today. I have lived and breathed the experience of letting go of comfort, letting go of surety, letting go of control, and trusting that as you move forward and you're good to people and you're good to yourself and you create optimism and momentum in your life, everything will fall into place. So if you're at the bus stop and you don't know who to trust or you don't know what to trust and you're trying to decide and you're trying to make a decision, get on the trust bus. Trust that as you move forward, you will either find that the way opens up for you and you move ahead easily and quickly, or a distraction or an obstacle comes up and moves you in a different direction. But trust that everything is going to work out. Everything is going to be far greater than you could ever imagine if you get out of your own way. So get up off of the bench, get on the trust bus, move forward, be optimistic. Don't try to micromanage the details of your life. Just know what you want to do, even if it's a 30,000 foot level what. Find what it is that you're passionate about and why it's important to you. And then start moving forward, and all the whens and hows and with whos will manifest themselves when it's appropriate. So this is JW in beautiful Homer, Alaska, telling you that anything and everything is possible if you just trust that the way it unfolds will be the way it's intended, not always the way you want or imagined it, but the way it needs to be. Have an awesome week, and I'll see you on the Trust Bus.